Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is...
Hey yo mga boss, kumusta? Sino Eman? Matchup natin ngayon, controlling team, Dallas Mavericks versus CPU, Toronto Raptors. NBA 2K26, let's go!
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in.
AG!
I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Ali Laforce.
Sa tingin ko, yamado ako dito sa team na to, Dallas. Medyo malakas talaga to para sa Toronto Raptors. Kaso pag natalo ko, alam na. Kasalanan ko na yun.
And the San Antonio Spurs.
Solid tong lineup ng ano, Dallas Mavericks. Ayusin nyo. Papahiya tayo.
Let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And
Let's
for
go.
Dallas, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Sliding
Hey, okay.
the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. And it's Irving in at the point guard. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting
Oy.
tonight. We heard all
Okay,
the
okay,
previews,
okay.
new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Let's break! CooperFlagg!
Just outstanding work in transition from Flagg. He deserved to be rewarded for the energy he gave there.
Ingram against Thompson. Here's Barnes.
Oy! Not in my house, bro.
And we got to take a second.
Bawal yan dito, labas.
Standing block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Lock at 6. Pirtle with a screen on Davis. And that one's good.
Nakadaling nga yun, nagawa ng paraan
The
ah.
two-man game there. Great read by Barnes. And you see him again playing at his pace.
Now Irving.
Nice pass!
The 3 from Davis.
Nice fake
Good, and
pass!
this goes to Irving.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one.
Nakasanga talaga, Irving.
Pure basketball artistry. That's what KyrieIrving embodies.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making. I'm not sure there's any player
Relax,
in
relax.
the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
Uy, and one!
It's good from Irving.
We see this
Yummy!
with Kyrie making tough shots against great defense.
And now, Ali Laforce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Ali. We appreciate the report. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Naku, bawi, bawi.
To go from beyond the arc.
That's really nice timing on that release that time by Ingram. He was shot.
Mainit si Ingram.
Now, here is Irving. On the wing, Thompson.
Thompson!
Getting those 3 points back.
Wala nang Splash Brothers eh.
Can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have
Sus,
the
Ginoo.
individual matchups.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Lively is screen on quickly to the inside.
Lively!
Lively.
And the pass there floated it up to the
Alay,
precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Stolen by Lively. Thompson dishes to Davis.
Labas, labas.
Pass to Irving. Top of the key.
Ay! Sorry, napindot
Off
ko.
the right iron.
He got the space he
Kabado
wanted from
eh.
mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Now Pirtle. It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And
Kayang-kaya si Thompson.
Ingram's got 9.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by
Alright,
Ingram,
alright.
totally under control.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Toronto making a change here. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game.
Uy, D'Angelo. And one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a brief check of the stats for Marshall. Last year,
Napaka-solid ang lineup ng roster ng Dallas.
4 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's done his
Some
share
bench
of
nilo.
work for the team, definitely
Ford.
making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we
Russell.
always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to
Washington.
work every night and actually produces.
DZ.
He misses the free throw. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win
Nagdadasal si
away
Ingram eh.
from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Here's Dick. It's Ingram on the wing.
Naku, nakatira na si Ingram.
Three-pointers right on target.
He's on fire.
He's got 12.
And a big reason
Paano
they
mapilayan
have
yan?
this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Russell with it.
Nice pass.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And the precision passing of Russell, this time out of the pick and roll.
Pass to Pirtle. Raptors moving the ball around. They're at the pass to Pirtle.
Uy, saan ka pupunta, boy?
And they get it back. Ingram. They shoot
Wala
again.
eh.
And Pirtle lays it up and in.
And this is where Pirtle
Nakabawi.
has great value to his team. Offensive rebounding, just hanging around the glass.
There's a screen by Washington. Russell passes to Washington.
One more time.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Here's Shed. He has yet to score. Birtle sets the pick for Barrett. Acted in.
Andiyan pala si Barrett, oh.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Shoots over Hardy. That's short off the rim.
Galing yan si Barrett. Yun, mismatch kay Washington. Ako, wala nang oras.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Alright mga boss, di kitang laban.
Contested first quarter of play.
Kuha pala ng
The
Raptors,
Mavericks on
oh.
top. They're up by 1.
Mainit si Ingram.
And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Kilayang kita, Ingram. Si Barrett, magaling din yan.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Alright mga boss,
Straight
second
away,
quarter.
they open things up offensively.
Yum,
with
yum.
Skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
So on the floor for Toronto to start this
Ay.
second quarter. We've got Walter, and it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but AnthonyDavis is
Lusot.
certainly among them.
Laruan niya yan eh.
Dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
Here's Shed. after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Pass to Mobo. This one
Uy!
for three.
Uy!
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point.
Ang nipis nun, Ref.
He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around
Hangin
for
lang yun.
players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand, you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
Magmintis ka, boss.
Your sensational aspect was
Mogbo.
your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it
Oh,
better than
mintis, oh.
anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And
Pang
you
much.
were elite. Now, here's Marshall. Still without a basket. Russell with a wide open
Okay.
look. And that one falls coming off
Switch
of
it.
speed. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Shot from 12. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Shed. Off target from three-point range. Dallas.
Takbo, mga boss.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. And here's Davis for three. Here's
Gafford!
outside
Isa
for
pa.
Davis. Finds it again.
Naku po.
It's Toronto
Malat
with
sa
the
AD.
rebound. And this is the first time they've matched up with the
Huwag mong
Mavericks.
pilitin kasi
Twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic
Match
explained
na naman,
what
oh.
he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness.
Please match yan, boy.
Playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was,
Okay,
it would
okay,
be
okay, okay.
Guys, back over to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Irving subbed in for Russell. Tit wide open. And the Raptors
Wala,
again.
malas.
Mavericks leading by 6. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Grabe ka naman, Kyrie.
Opportunity opening in the East. The Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally
Ayaw
found the
pa.
formula and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it
Manuel
himself.
quickly.
They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Davis sets a screen. Inside, it's deflected. Dallas moving it around.
Okay, akin to.
And they double up Davis. Here's Washington. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Here's quickly.
Naku, uy, goaltending.
A goaltending call. Yep, that's
Nahuli
it.
ako dun, nahuli.
That's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
It's checked in for Grady Dick. Davis with a screen on quickly. Down low. And it's
Okay.
Davis finishing it off.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton
Nice
of problems
pass.
in the pick and roll.
Here's quickly. Ingram outside. Here's Barrett. A
Nice,
rebound
nice
by
D.
Washington. Mavericks leading by 6. Irving kicks to Davis. Back to Irving. 3-pointer.
No, rep. Ayaw mo tumawag ng foul, oh.
Pirtle's got 5.
Isa ka pa, ha? Oh, review.
And now, yep,
Clean ball.
challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the
Bula,
personal
boy,
foul.
bula.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
The previous play is under review.
action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
Nakakaya naman kay Davis pag tinawag
The
niyo pang foul
wonders
yan.
of technology. We've seen replay.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Naku po, tinawag na foul.
Have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They
Wala eh.
decided that the call
May contact daw eh.
as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A different look for Dallas. Flagg is checked in for Davis. It's Thompson in for Najee Marshall.
And something I've noticed about Emmanuel quickly is how much his passing has improved and his movement off the ball. He's just a much smarter player than when he first came into the league.
And having starred in a six-man role in New York, Tim Emmanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
May tira yan. Joke lang.
He's got the contract to match it.
Nagsayang ako ng ball possession dun.
And determination to prove yourself. That sums up quickly.
Swan! Takbo na!
No good on that
Hindi
one.
ko lang foul.
Solid defense from Ingram. Here's quickly. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Relax lang tayo, relax.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Irving.
Pangit.
Missed by the Mavericks. Raptors trail by 5. Quickly the pass to Burns. To the paint. Stolen by Washington. Flagg with it. Picked up by Barrett. And Thompson kicks to Washington. Puts up a 3. The shot by
Ay,
Thompson,
nako.
no good.
Mga boss.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Ingram.
Parehas, oh.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure.
Nice one, Thompson.
And
Oh,
sometimes that's
relax.
what you need to do to
Mabusa ka ng lakas.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. And it's
Huli yan, sir. Saan ka pupunta?
Rejection by Lively.
Kaya si CooperFlagg, oh. Sayang, oh. Alright, mga boss. Nicely. 7-point lead para sa Dallas.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Uy, mamigay ka.
With PJ Washington, PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Dallas Mavericks.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. And now an
It seems like you
opportunity
guys
to
have a
check out
class
the
working
old
together. How
social
much do you
media
love your
feed.
jobs? 0.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Kainichiwang.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And
Bantayan din to si Barrett eh.
7-point
Huli!
And it's small and powerful. It'll be Flagg and Davis.
Play ka naman kay CooperFlagg.
And it's Lively in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
Tikas ng rookie na to ah.
Emphatic finish by CooperFlagg.
Uy, nakawin ni Barrett.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Here's Irving.
And one.
Rebounded by Barrett.
Loko talaga to si Rep ay tumawag ng foul.
Right now in the game. Quickly the pass to Puno. Ingram outside. Barnes outside.
Look.
Pass to quickly. 6 to shoot. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
On the wing quickly. Barnes outside. Pass to Barrett. On the wing quickly. Nailed from three-point land.
Pwedeng hindi double team
Got a
kasi.
second bucket tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now Davis. Well, fadeaway.
Nice one.
Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Ingram. To the inside. Here's Barrett. And the layup's good off the glass. Barrett's got 5.
I love
Ibig rin
seeing
pala ng
Barrett cash in
Toronto
there.
Raptors.
He knows he has what it takes to finish.
Oh! Iwan!
Irving
Sayang oh.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Ay tayo dyan, no? Lumapit na sila.
Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5.
Nice pass!
That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Maasahan si CooperFlagg. Totay mo ala.
Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. And number 5, Jakob Poeltl.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Deflects the pass. And out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
Well, I just love his mentality and his approach. He is always ready to go.
Ooh, in your face.
Oh, there was no doubt Barrett was going to flush that one.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada.
Okay, beautiful.
A high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And stolen by
Yes, man.
Floats it up for Davis.
Alay oop.
Davis makes things simple for his teammates. Just lob it up, and he will take care of the rest.
Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Poeltl. Screen by Poeltl. To the middle. And he banks in the layup. Poeltl's got
Ayusin mo lively.
the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Irving. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dick in the corner. Drops in the
I'm out.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something
Bukas ang
you would
depensa.
say in that first half.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared White. Washington comes in for Davis. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Flagg. And it's Russell in for Klay Thompson. And the Raptors also making a change. Lobo's checked in. Again, the miss.
Ako, lumalaylay tayo mga basa.
Barnes with the ball.
Kalma lang.
Trailing by 2.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Gafford. The layup.
Patay tayo dyan.
Toronto's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Outside, Barrett. Here's Dick for the lead. A rebound by Washington.
Kaya kay Kapol.
Washington's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Relax.
Pitch to Russell.
Mismatch, okay ka, Ford, oh.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a five.
Relax lang
His
kasi.
athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Barrett, look at
Bibi ni Barrett.
Barrett's got 9 points now.
Sino
Just the
piyon?
second half.
Yeah, boy, has he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
Wala. Alis dyan, alis.
Tick against Irving. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. And we just finished the first quarter.
Okay. Dalawa lamang.
Mavericks
Delikado
lead by
pa.
2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yes, I know.
It looks simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Dick. He's out there with Brandon Ingram.
Delikado.
Walter in at the 2. Pass to Ingram. Out to the wing. Here's Shed. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Mavericks leading. Davis pitched to Russell. Back to Davis.
Ito, mismatch to. Ayun na.
The 15-foot.
Putek na yan. Napindot ko pa agad. Buti ng Ford.
Camper throws it down.
That's gonna be a
Na-release ko eh.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Huli yan. Takbo.
That is textbook rim protection from Davis. Going after the ball without making contact on the shooter.
And here's Russell. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Obo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Free throw line jump shot. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
And a better box out saves them.
Biglang lumakas ng Toronto.
Nothing will
Fourth quarter.
drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, KyrieIrving's checked in for Marshall. Doka Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Okay.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there
Saan ka
and take
pupunta,
it.
boss?
All right, Allie, thank
Traffic.
you so much for that. Pass to Davis. Knocks it loose. Out to Russell. Back to Davis.
Davis. Listen dyan.
Russell against Ingram. Russell passes to
Oh, may
Davis.
dodobo yan, ha?
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of this from Davis, playing above the rim.
Raptors trail by 6. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. A 3 ball. AnthonyDavis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 7th rebound tonight. Davis with a screen on Dick. Irving passes to Davis. And
Isa pa.
If I've got Kyrie on my team, I want the ball in his hands as much as possible. He just makes great decisions.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. 3rd minute of
quick
action
release.
now gone here in the 4th. Mavericks leading by 8. Outside Russell. Davis setting the pick for Russell. Now Irving. Clock at 6. Now Russell, and going out of bounds. And last touch by Barnes.
Ang sagwa.
Love the pressure he's putting on them.
Ang sagwa ng play.
That steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Flagg comes in for Washington. And it's Klay Thompson in for D'Angelo Russell.
Saan ka pupunta, boss?
Well, that's great
Traffic.
defense by Davis. He is one of those guys who just dominates.
Buti na lang, may ganyan si Irving.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Ganda ng depensa ni Cooper. Ganda ng depensa.
Flagg's best weapon. He's a mismatch out there for pretty much anyone.
First team foul. At the line for Dallas. Flagg. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Thompson, a screen on Barrett. Going inside.
Possessing great handles at that size. Flagg is very adept at breaking down the defense in that pick and roll.
Now Barnes. It's stolen by Davis. Thompson outside. From outside. Up again.
Okay, lumayo na.
For the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Raptors trail by 13. 1:10 left in the fourth. Hurdle with a screen on Davis. And that's in there.
That's in there.
Slicing through the defense. That display of ball handling was impressive.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Dallas.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this
Nice one, Cooper.
confidence boost against this team. They'll face
Okay na, mga boss.
This season. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for AnthonyDavis.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them.
Okay. It's W.
For Dallas as they get the win, a confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge.
Sarap gamitin ng Dallas. Kahit yung bench nila, umapalag.
For the first game of the NBA season. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once
Siya
again.
talaga. Si Davis talaga. Depensa kanya.
And now our player of the
May assist pa siya.
Drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Oh, hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. Oh, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a
So,
big
tingnan natin
swing,
box score,
home
mga
runs,
boss.
and I'll never look back,
Winning
moving
team,
on till I
Davis.
get it all.
Highest pointer, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. Saan ka pa? Kyrie, 12 points, 8 assists. Siyempre si CooperFlagg, 11 points. Okay, tingnan pala ang scoring. Sa losing team, Toronto Raptors, Ingram, 12 points. medyo nabantayan ko na siya ng third to fourth quarter. Si Barrett, 9 points, Barnes, 8 points, bilan dito. Quickly, hindi rin mover. So, yun mga boss, maraming salamat sa panonood, and please don't forget to subscribe this channel. Like and share na rin. Thank you and see you in the next game.